Hello and welcome to Casual Buddhism. I'm Cindy Rasicot, your host and author of Finding Venerable Mother. I'm a devoted follower of Venerable Dhammananda, who is the first fully ordained Theravada nun in Thailand. Tonight we have a special guest, Manuel. He is the chairman of social welfare and social development at Nipissing University in Canada. And I would like to pass the program over to you, Manuel.
Thank you, Satu. So, Luang Me, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be in your presence again. Briefly, I'll just run to you why I've chosen abortion, which is such a hard topic to talk about. My understanding about casual Buddhism is that it creates a space where people from all walk of life can make sense of their spiritual practice during their ups and their downs. So the topic today is about Buddhist ethics, and an effort to bridge Buddhist teaching with the complex reality of life, which is often embedded in political spheres, judicial spheres, whether we like it or not. Abortion come to mind since women across the world every day make the important decision to end their pregnancy, and that for various multiple and interrelated reasons, which have been listed, sometimes age, health, genetic culture, family, rape, incest, education. There's a lot of reason why women would want to go through abortion, relationship problems, affordability even comes to mind. There's lots. The context why I wanted us to talk about abortion today and get your light on this, Luang Me, is because in the US and Canada, recently the question of abortion made the news on multiple occasions, especially following the US Supreme Court ruling in favor of the Mississippi's ban on abortion after 15 weeks. This ended a constitutional right to an abortion for millions of US women, and I'm sure among them lots of women, Buddhist women. So the situation is a little different in Canada for various reasons. The topic did raise a lot of serious questions on how Buddhist women can engage with the topic of abortion as they continue their daily mindful Buddhist practices. So for example, just briefly, Canada has in 2020, about 74,000 abortion. So it's quite a lot, a bit more than that. But so this is not an easy topic, and I understand. I just wanted to give the opportunity for you, dearest Luang Me, to engage with the topic in a space where spiritual practitioners are looking for answer to deepen their understanding of the nuances of the Pali Canon, and also for you, dearest Luang Me, to give an opportunity to help individuals who are struggling in their spiritual practices due to their action, past or present one. So I saw this really as an opportunity for you to help Buddhist women in their spiritual journey. So I did prepare a couple of questions, but I'd like to hear you out. I'm just gonna, I don't know if you had any first thought on the topic or if you wanted us to.
When in 1970s, I was working as academic, and people would already group me in feminist movement. I agree with the feminist movement all along until abortion issue came, that I had to choose between feminism or Buddhism. And in this case, abortion, I have to take my stand as a Buddhist. Primary because we follow the 5 precepts, and that the very first precept is not to take life. The idea that women's body, this is our body, that is true. But when it deals with other life, I don't think we owe that life. That life does not belong to us. Even though I am the mother, my son does not belong to me. He belongs to the whole set of karma, action, previous karma, present karma, and the future karma. So to have abortion is to kill. My understanding is like that. And but this woman is being raped, and she didn't even know who the father of the fetus was. That's another issue. To my understanding, abortion is killing. So therefore, with this, when I have understanding like this, what to do when my own students get pregnant and do not want to have abortion because of my teaching, then I had to do something. That's why I opened this home of peace and love, to take in the pregnant women who could not, they are not able to take care of the baby. So this issue becomes, how to say, a long-standing issues that, out of compassion, that's why you do not kill your own baby. But because you do not kill your own baby, or if you choose to kill your own baby, that is your choice. That is your choice. But Buddhism says that killing will cause so and so result. Killing is an act of intention. With intention, you do kill. So therefore, there will be result of it. But if you do not kill, you allow the baby to be born. But the baby who is born into this context without father, without mother to take care of, this cause yet another ever long-lasting issue. So it becomes so complex, and complicated that it is not easy to make judgment. In Thailand, it is still not legal to have abortion. Yes, I cannot say now, I cannot say definitely, but according to Buddhist teaching, I still cannot say that abortion is right. Going back to that taking life. It's not easy issue. But then, Manuel, you raised this issue. You don't have this problem yourself.
That's the next point I wanted to make, because
it has to be the person who is actually struggling with that. It is both physical, it's both spiritual, and it's both ethical. So many issues all at once with this abortion.
So many layers, yeah. Does that mean, and I'm sorry if this might be hard to answer, I know that it's not an easy one, but does that mean, and I'm not implying anything here by far, right? You've known me for more than so many decades now, but does it mean that women bear more the weight of the karmic weight than the male, or it's the two of them, it's the male and the female? Because some women might be thinking that because they're the one who's ultimately choosing to abort, they will ultimately bear the negative karma, and the male gets it easy out. But is there a different level of responsibility between the gender when it comes to
before abortion, we don't even have the same understanding of sex. I don't know about in the Western country, but in the Eastern country, when a male and a woman and a man come together having sex, they come with different set of understanding. Women, at least in Asian country, women offer her body just to prove that she loves him. But it is not the same understanding from the male point of view. So abortion is closely related to our understanding of sex. The men, when they have sex with women, they boast about it. I have so many women. I have ใช้ภาษาไทยว่าฟัน
a dream, right? Kind of a vision or a dream.
No. ฟันภาษาไทย
dream, right?
Like that, So these two person, one male and one female, come to have the same act with different level of understanding. Even from that, because of this loaded cultural layers, when they have sex, they do not come with the same understanding. So that talking about responsibility, the men don't usually feel responsible for their act. It's just, they just had fun. Right. Whereas women, she sacrificed her body for this particular man, showed him how much she loved him. Whereas on the male side, they don't have that same understanding. This is the deep cultural root of the problem, and then it leads to abortion. When the man is gone, the man is gone, and then this woman gets stuck with this pregnancy, and there's no one to take care of her. We have handled women who get pregnant like this. One particular case that I would like to share. She's a student doing master degree. Can you imagine? Doing master degree, she got pregnant, and now her own parents refused to take her in, particularly the father. The father said that this is not possible. It's a shame to my family. Then the pregnancy was getting bigger, and then they called me. I said, yes, I will take her in. I will take her in. This is all through telephone. We never met in person. And then the mother's younger sister, that is the grandmother of the baby, so to say. Meanwhile, the baby was born. Before they got to me, the baby was born. And this Yai Noi is the grandma, not the real grandmother, but the sister. She said, look at this Dr. Kapil Singh, this Dr. Chatsuman. She does not know us, yet she is willing to take our own grandson. We, grandmother, how is that we do not have this responsibility? And the grandfather was saying shame, but it is the truth in life that your daughter get pregnant, and now your daughter brought out this little baby. So eventually it is the grandmother, who is a younger sister of the real grandmother, took the baby in. So with this whole story, I never get to meet them. But I consider this case to be a success of our home of peace and love, because eventually our act from our side reassure her that they should take responsibility. So this is the actual case that happened in this home of peace and love that I created some 27 years ago. And then after that, when I was ordained, this home of peace and love merged into the temple activities. And I realized it is so difficult, to handle cases of women who have already been pregnant, and then whether going through abortion or not. So I shifted my interest to taking care of young girls before they get into trouble. That's why we don't have enough manpower or personnel, to be running around to the police station, to this and that. So eventually we have to merge the project into the temple.
And nowadays,
much more complicated than you can imagine. Much more complicated. I started out so simplistic, very simple mind, but to realize that it is not as easy as you imagine.
You still, so how many women now are in this home of peace and love?
They are all grown. They are all grown, and only the girls who have been with us, who we try to help them with education. But even then, right now we have only one case that still return to us and help us with our activities, become our strength, so to say. But all of them left, because that has been some time now.
And they haven't. The one who's came back, did she ordain as a
no.
Just involved as a lay, right? Oh, interesting. So, thank you so much, the Home of Peace and Love. I remember reading into this a little while back, and so next question I had on my.
I think, Cindy, you need to interrupt, because you don't have that. How much time do you have, Cindy?
Yeah, I think we probably will be, this is all the time we have.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's a very short time, Manuel, but
it's so.
I told you that.
I'm so grateful. This was amazing. Thank you so much, Luang. Thank you for having me again in this Again, I had so many questions, but just the experience you had, Luang Mei, will bring a lot of help to women who are progressing in their decision. My thanks to you for inviting me over.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Venerable.